Hey, and welcome back. So take a look at these chocolate muffins. Let me show you how easy it is to make these muffins and the chocolate icing as well. And using my mom's famous chocolate cake recipe. And you could either make it into a cake or cupcakes. The choice is yours. Let's get into it. So today I want to share with you a very special recipe only because I got this severe craving for chocolate. And so I'm going to show you Mom's famous chocolate cake recipe. And this document that I redid in WordPerfect many years ago, um, it is one of the best recipes I think I have, and you really have to try it. I want to show you this perfect, famous chocolate cake that Mom came up with, and let's get into the ingredients and show you how easy it is to make. Okay, for this recipe, you're going to need two bowls, a wet bowl and a dry bowl. And in here, we'll go over that later, but it's sifted flour. So in this one, we're going to start with putting half a cup of room temperature butter. So it's really super soft. And to that, we're going to add in 1 cup of white sugar. Now you might be saying, wow, that's a lot of sugar. Yes and no. Because we're adding unsweetened chocolate, it'll be a good thing. And it's all going to come together real nice. So on top of that, we have a half a cup of light brown sugar. And now we're going to blend that with our mixer. So you're going to need one of these, preferably a handheld mixer. So let me get started on that. So I prefer doing my mixing in the sink because if you've seen some of my videos where I had to mix up wet ingredients, that chocolate went all over the place. So this is a safe place for me. So we're just going to whip this up on low, and we'll finish doing that, and then we're going to add in some other ingredients. Okay, that is really nicely mixed together. To that, we're going to add in 3 room temperature eggs. And they could be small eggs, they can be large eggs, whatever you have in your fridge. So we're going to add that to that mixture. And then there's 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we'll add that in and get that mixed in. I'll get that going a bit more, and then we'll add in some more ingredients. Okay, the next step is to get half a cup of very hot water. And I took this from my Keurig coffee machine, and you're going to put in 3 squares of unsweetened chocolate. So just place that in there, and we're going to mix that all up. And that'll probably take a couple minutes. So I'm going to stop right here filming, and then we'll continue. Okay, the chocolate is nicely dissolved, and to that we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cocoa and mix it thoroughly. And that is really going to give it a nice punch of chocolate. Like, wow. So if you're having a chocolate craving, this is going to satisfy that craving, I guarantee. So this plus 1 cup of sour cream is going to go into the previous mixture of butter, sugar, and light brown sugar. So let's do that. Okay, that mixture is really nice and thick now. So let's add in a bit of the chocolate and cocoa and a little bit, half the sour cream. We're going to give this a whipping. That's good for now. And then let's put in the rest of that delicious chocolate mix and the rest of the sour cream. So with the cocoa and the unsweetened chocolate and that 1 cup of white sugar, it is going to be fabulous. So good. You get the general idea. I'm going to add in the rest of the sour cream. I'm going to beat it some more, and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, everything is really thoroughly mixed. So let's go on to the flour portion of this recipe. Okay, in the second bowl, we have here 2 cups of sifted flour. Now, the original recipe called for cake or pastry flour. And as luck would have it, I don't have any. So I'm using all purpose flour. And I'm sure this happened to mom many times. And it's going to turn out terrific nonetheless. To that, we're going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That's like that. And then 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and 1 full teaspoon of salt. You could use table salt or sea salt. The choice is yours. Just mix everything up thoroughly. And now, alternately, we're going to add the dry mixture to the wet mixture and create some magic. Okay, so with spatula in hand, let's grab some of the dry ingredient and add it in slowly and just mix it in thoroughly and a little at a time. That's the secret to this recipe, and there is no rushing this part. So I'm going to continue and mixing this in thoroughly and add more flour, mix, and we'll be right back. Okay, the cake mixture is nice and thoroughly mixed, and just look how it's just coming down like a velvet waterfalls. I took a little taste test, and oh my god, it is perfect. It's not even baked yet, and it's tasting delicious. So, because I'm going to be serving this to some of my neighbors in the co-op that I live in, I prefer to make little cupcakes. So I'm using these parchment uh, baking cups, and they're good up to 425 degrees. But today's recipe is 350 degrees, and you should be using 2 9-inch cake pans that are greased and floured. But I'm going to do it this way. So no greasing, no flouring. Just pop them in here, get it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. So let's get started on that. Okay, to get the cake batter into the cupcakes, I've got it here right beside me using this big old spoon, and hopefully I can pull this off without getting it all over the pan. So I'm going to fill each and every one of these about halfway full. And because, trust me, they are going to rise. So let me finish doing that, and we'll be right back. Okay, these are nicely filled. I didn't make a huge mess. So let's get this into a 350-degree oven and set the timer for 30 minutes. Okay, my muffins are ready and they're nice and springy. I did a little probe test to make sure they came out nice and dry. The internal temperature was 204 degrees Fahrenheit, which is another indicator that they're cooked. So I'm going to let these muffins, chocolate muffins, cool off a bit, and then we'll do a little taste test. How's that sound? Back in a flash. So I ended up having a bit more batter than expected because I was using cupcakes. So now I'm going to fill it. I filled up 6 of these Thanksgiving cupcakes, and these ones are really, really great. It's by a company called My Mind's Eye, and you can use these in an oven up to 375 degrees. So let's get these little puppies in the oven and give it, again, about 30 minutes. Okay, the second batch, the final batch of Mom's famous delicious chocolate cake, cupcakes in this case, are ready. Look how beautiful they are. I just know I'm not going to crack this open just yet. They're really very hot, but I know they're going to be absolutely perfect and delicious. I'll let them cool and then we'll frost them. And there they are in all their splendor. So, what I'm hoping to do probably tomorrow morning is, and they'll be completely cooled, um, is to make a beautiful, decadent, delicious chocolate frosting. So I'm going to store these in a plastic container, and tomorrow morning I'll do that recipe. And hopefully, if this video isn't too long, I'll put it on the tail end of this video. Otherwise, it'll be a separate video and sure to be delicious. So if not, thank you for dropping by my channel. please give these a try. With the holiday season just around the corner, it is sure to please your family and friends and guests that come over to your place. And as I always say, if I can do it, I know you can do it. It's super simple. Just follow the recipe and everything will be fine. So, having said that, thank you for dropping by again. Please give me a thumbs up, would be appreciated. And until the next one, take care, everybody, and see you then. Bye.